Kyoryu Sentai! Zyuranger!
Hey guys, and welcome. Just give it a second. Give it a second. 3, 2. Hey guys, and welcome to yet another one of my Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger episode commentary and reviews. This time, it's episode 43. Live Again, Zyusouken. Remember, if you enjoy the video, if you could leave a like and subscribe, it means a lot. Anyway, let's get into the episode. The episode opens at night with Dragon Caesar wandering around before the Zyurangers witness him attacking an electric pylon. Thinking it's out of control, the Rangers transform and attack with their guardian beasts. But before things can escalate, Dora Antaeus emerges from under the ground and attacks Dragon Caesar, who pins him for the others to attack and destroy. The next morning, the Rangers gather in front of the guardian beasts, each praising their own guardian. And as they all joke around, Dragon Caesar turns around and walks away. Unable to hear the praise from Geki. Unseen, the pieces of the Dora monster start to reform. Dragon Caesar is stood looking out to sea when it hears flute music, and looking around sees Barai approaching. But as he comes from behind a rock, it's actually Geki. Geki tells Caesar he needs to forget about Barai, and after a long pause, it walks away. On the moon, Bandora sees Dragon Caesar and casts a spell on it. As in the city, the reformed Dora monster is destroying buildings. As the Rangers arrive, they notice it's now armoured where they attacked before. Zyusouken fights the monster, but it's a lot stronger than before, pinning Zyusouken to the ground. Geki takes out the Zyusouken and calls for Dragon Caesar, who comes slowly with its arms at its side. Believing that Dragon Caesar isn't coming, they call for Godhorn, which strikes the monster, but as it gets up, more armour appears where it was hit. The Rangers try for a more defensive strategy, but get thrown into a building. Trying to finish it with super lightning cut, it's destroyed. But as the Rangers question if it will return, and the lack of Dragon Caesar appearing, the monster reforms even stronger than before. Dragon Caesar finally appears as the Rangers return to Zyusouken. Geki calls for Caesar to help before seeing an energy ring pinning its arms and realising it's under a spell. Leaving Zyusouken, Geki jumps straight into the Dora monster's mouth, using his sword to attack the heart directly, but is entangled by its tentacles. As Zyusouken struggles with the Dora monster, Dragon Caesar succumbs to its bindings and falls to the ground. Before the sounds of the Zyusouken can be heard, and Geki tells it to fight on like Barai would have wanted. Unleashing the dragon powers, Geki receives the dragon shield and Dragon Caesar is freed from its bindings, using its tail to cut out the monster's heart. Falling to the ground with the heart, Geki attacks, first with his sword, and then after being blasted back, asks his brother for strength and charges in with Zyusouken and sword, unleashing a 2-hit attack and destroying the heart. Returning to Zyusouken, the Rangers form Ultimate Zyusouken and destroy the monster with Grand Banisher. Later by the sea, all the Rangers gather to cheer on Dragon Caesar, as Geki plays the Zyusouken for the Guardian Beast. Okay, so this is one of those episodes that I remember from Power Rangers. Because that moment of Red Ranger in his armored mode, like coming in to attack, I think it's some weird name like Heart Machine, Cardiatron or something. Um, like coming in with the sword and the dragon dagger. I remember that as a kid, and I've always loved Red Ranger with the dragon shields. I think I've said it before, but if I get a dragon shield, it's not going on him, it's going on him. If I can get if I only manage to get one, Red Ranger's getting it. If I get two, then they'll both have one, but I definitely want to have one on Red Ranger. But again, Bandora. I mean, I know we're on episode 43 out of 50. We've got to be ramping it up towards the end now. But the Rangers are a man down. And now Bandora's ramping it up. We've got a monster that you can keep destroying and it will keep rebuilding itself. And go, okay, you hit me on the chest, now I've got chest armor. You battered my shoulders, now I've got shoulder armor. And I think the shoulder armor was just a glancing blow from the Godhorn. When they summoned that when Daijujin was down. And it gets more armor just from that. That's a hell of a monster. You know, if Bandora had started with that, like, instead of, what was it, Dora Titan, that first one? That's it, she'd have won. Because they didn't have Daijujin, they didn't have the crystals to form Daijujin. Or anything else, she'd have won hands down if she'd used this Storm monster right at the beginning. But she didn't, because, you know, Plus armor. But, yeah, the level of difficulty the Rangers are facing is going up and up and up at the moment. And I love it. You know, they're really sort of cranking it up towards the end. Of course, the other thing is we need to remember that the Guardian Beasts are sentient. And I think that's glossed over quite a bit throughout at different times of the series. I mean, obviously we see, I think it's Pteranodon, like several times has flown in by itself and gone and shot to save May or assist the Rangers from an aerial point of view. But we don't get that much. And this episode really sort of pushed the point of they are sentient. So Dragon Caesar's the one that's come out and it knew about this door monster, even though no one else. Although how it hid itself inside like a mountain without anyone knowing it was there, that seems a bit weird. But yeah, Dragon Caesar manages to find it. You know, it has to wait for the Rangers to actually call on their Guardian Beast and form Daijujin to help attack. But it's already got the thing pinned. And it's doing everything it can. It's like, right, I've got it. Hit them. I'm seeing like noises, but it's able to communicate that it's got it pinned. Let them attack. It's a very smart, a very intelligent God, I guess. Or part of God. But they go from nighttime action to morning or daytime. And you've got all the Rangers going, oh yeah, mine's the reason we won. No, mine's the reason we won. No, mine's the reason we won. And just going, yeah, nice one. And Dragon Caesar's there. And oh my god. The Japanese are masters because I'm sat here watching this when I'm writing the script to do this like video. I watch it, I write my scripts and all that, and I'm watching. I'm like, oh my god, I feel so bad for Dragon Caesar. Oh, Dragon Caesar's making me feel so depressed. It's like, come on, Zyuranger, just say something nice. You know, hats off to the director and whoever was inside the suit, getting those emotions across from a giant robot. I mean, yeah, it was so, and of course we all know it's because he misses Barai, and then you got Geki just going, yeah, you know, you got to forget about him. You know, we're together until he understands at the end and he plays the Zyusouken. Because now Dragon Caesar's like a number 2 Guardian. He's not even number 1. He was number 1 for Barai. Because, you know, Dragon Ranger, Dragon Caesar. They go together. It's 1-on-1. Tyranno Ranger, Tyrannosaurus, 1-on-1. But now it's Tyranno Ranger, Tyrannosaurus, and Dragon Caesar. He's got to decide. Obviously, another cool moment as well is when Geki climbs out of Daijujin, jumps into the door monster's mouth, and goes in, attacks the heart, the core of the monster. And yeah, I love that because he powers up and he's playing the juice. And obviously, you know, they think so little of Dragon Caesar in this. It's like they're called Dragon Caesar. It's under a spell from Bandora. So it's trying its hardest to get to them. You know, it shouldn't even be able to move from her spell, but, you know, it's fighting to get to them. That's the loyalty of Dragon Caesar. And especially, I think it's either Boy or Dan that's the worst. And, oh, yeah, you know, why are you so late? Oh, bloody Dragon Caesar's not turning up. They have so little respect for Dragon Caesar in this. But I think in this one, I mean, I don't recall like all of this footage being used for Power Rangers when I was a kid. I mean, Tommy, it's never my favorite. It's all about, for me, it was Red Ranger. And if I had to ship them as a kid, it would have been red and pink. Because she gave me funny feelings and I really liked her. She was very pretty. But yeah, so, you know, and then Megazord, yeah. And then you had this guy just coming in out of nowhere. Not just, you know, Kimberly fancies him. It's like, no, don't like you now. He had long, girly hair. No, my thoughts as a kid, you know. I've always preferred my hair short, like, ever since I was a little kid. So, seeing this guy with, like, this bloody ponytail, I was like, nip, don't like you. And then he comes in, gets his own light Zord, and everyone just went nuts over him. And I never got it. I never got it. But that's just me. And then he became White Ranger. And yeah, no, at least he like wasn't like disappearing every 5 seconds once he became White Ranger. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. I like the fact that it's a Guardian Beast episode. It's not even a Ranger episode. It's a Guardian Beast episode that just has some bloody cool moments in it. And like I say, we're ramping up the difficulty for the Rangers in what is now the road to the end. Episode 43, we've got 7 episodes left. So, not long to go. And next week it'll be episode 44. Because, you know, maths, you add 1, it's 43, and it's 44. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please, like I said at the start, don't forget to like and subscribe. On a small channel like this, it makes all the difference when it comes to growth. And hopefully letting the algorithm promote my stuff. And I will see you guys next time.